In 2018, the popular social media app Musical.ly got rebranded to TikTok. In the first year and a half that TikTok existed, the content stayed true to pretty much lip syncing and dance videos. In 2020, whenever COVID hit, more people started downloading the app and more people download TikTok. The app's content started to change drastically as people started to post more personal content.
Day in the life of a full-time influencer. I like to wake up early even though I don't have to, because otherwise I will just sleep the day away.
This, influencers started to emerge. They've gained large followings over the past 4 years, and brands have saw this as an opportunity to push their products onto a new social media platform. And it's gotten significantly out of hand to the point where you can't scroll more than 5 videos without seeing a sponsored video.
Through my For You page to see how many ads I am seeing. Every 5th video for me is an ad right now. No randomness, just every 5th video.
It can become really difficult not to be influenced while scrolling through your For You page because the ads are all geared towards your personal interests. Luckily, there's cheaper alternatives to many of these products on fast fashion websites, or what TikTok calls them, dupes.
Did you all know that dupe meant duplicate? I thought dupe was... I just never thought that far into it. I just thought dupe was its own thing.
The most popular fast fashion website is Shein, and in the past year, TikTok Shop, where brands and users can sell items for a discounted price. I will now conduct an interview with my friend Eva about her personal experience with TikTok ads and how misleading they can be. Okay. What kind of ads do you often see on TikTok for products?
I definitely think on TikTok Shop, a lot of clothing, they'll have like insane sales. It'll be like, this shirt is the price of a Starbucks drink, that's why you have to get it. Like, I feel like with that, that's why I convince a lot of people to get it, because they will compare how small the price is of the clothing item to like something you would eat, but like you don't really need it. So that's why I feel like a lot of people will order off TikTok Shop.
And what have you noticed about the quality of these pieces from fast fashion websites and TikTok Shop?
I have ordered off TikTok Shop and off of like Shein and Cupsheet, and the quality was really bad. Like the stitching, it like comes out, and so they don't last for very long. Like the wearability is probably less than a year.
Mookie, go get that red bag with that.
Brands will often do ads with multiple influencers that have similar target audiences. Whenever a user sees a product advertised frequently by similar people, they're more likely to purchase it. For many people, they don't really have the means to purchase a lot of these products because many times the products that these influencers are advertising are very costly or expensive. So luckily, fast fashion websites often have dupes for these items. But the one major problem is that these fast fashion websites utilize underpaid workers and child labor to have these items for such a discounted price.
This is literally sick. So these clothes came in from Shein, and multiple tags say need your help.
The reason why the clothing is so cheap is because it's very cheaply made. It's designed to fall apart within a singular wash, and oftentimes the stitching will fall out because of how poorly it's made. Believe it or not, TikTok has now made it easier for users to purchase items. In 2023, they launched TikTok Shop, which is where brands will sell their products for often a discounted price, and influencers can even link products directly. They get 1.8% commission on the products that people buy from directly clicking their link. Next, I'm going to be doing an interview with my friend Amelia about her experiences ordering from TikTok Shop and whether or not it's a scam. What was your initial impression of TikTok Shop, and how do you feel about fast fashion now entering TikTok?
Initially I was kind of just annoyed by it because I feel like every app is the same these days. Like Instagram has a shop, now TikTok has a shop, and like we just don't need that, honestly. Just there's websites for a reason, and I definitely don't think it's good. I think I've been less influenced than some other people. I see people do hauls of stuff from TikTok Shop that they get like spend like hundreds of dollars on there, and I just think that's terrible.
I got all these packages in the mail today.
I bought a few things from there though, and they did scam me. I never got a sweatshirt I ordered for like 30 bucks, and I could never like, I peeled it, but they didn't refund me, so they just took $30 from me. They froze my card once because I bought something, and it like, I went to get food somewhere, and then it was like, my card was frozen because of TikTok Shop, so.
Yeah. And what do you think of influencers manipulating their audiences that they love a product and they can't live without it?
I don't think it's good, but I also think that kind of happens on every like social platform in a way. I mean, but yeah, it's definitely not good. It definitely leads people to buy things that they don't need, and it contributes a lot to overconsumption. And all these things that people are buying are usually like fast fashion, like clothing items, and like this trend is in this week, but then next week it's not. And it's just like, you know, it's better to not, I feel like fast fashion is not good at all, and it's better to buy items that you're going to actually want to use for a while, and not just like a $5 shirt you're going to wear once and then it's going to end up in a landfill.
Influencers are able to manipulate their audiences that they love a product through various marketing strategies. Firstly, they have to have a call to action. For example, saying things like, this is a product I can't live without, or comparing the price of something to something else, like for example what Eva said about it being something being cheaper than a Starbucks drink. Also, it is shown that vertical videos have a 91% higher buy rate than horizontal videos. TikTok utilizes 21 to 34 second ads, which shows a 284% increase on people clicking and purchasing the item from the ad. The biggest cause of overconsumption would probably have to be influencers doing fast fashion hauls, more specifically Shein hauls. What Shein will do is they'll pay an influencer a ridiculous amount of money to rave about their products and basically lie to their audiences and tell them that they love the products and that the quality is good, even though most of the time it's definitely not. Also, the influencers will often give their audience a discount code to encourage them to go spend money on Shein, which oftentimes the discount code doesn't even work.
Hey there, fashionistas! I'm excited to share with you the latest coupons codes for Shein. The list contains codes that will take off 15% to 30% off your total order.
The major issue with Shein isn't really the fact that the clothing is made with very poor quality, but that the majority of the clothing on the website are microtrends. Microtrends are trends that are only in style for a short period of time and are designed to go out of style quickly. Examples of microtrends are the most prominent in 2020-2021, like for example the Shein honey shirt that everyone had, or the Shein chains. Current microtrends within the past year would have to be, for example, the different aesthetics like the clean girl aesthetic or soft girl aesthetic, or even Y2K, which has been an aesthetic that has been evolving and ever-changing in the past 4 years. With trends being in and out of style so quickly, it teaches our generation not to value quality, sustainable pieces, but rather look for what's trendy. Nobody is developing their own personal sense of style, and therefore over-consuming clothing because they're just trying to fit in with what's popular, what's cool. There's no more individualism, everyone's now the same. This generation has a major problem with a concept called doom spending or doom scrolling, where they'll spend hours scrolling on their phone, just watching different TikTok videos, or doom spending, where they'll see an ad for a video where the influencer is claiming that the ad will change their life.
The products have quite literally changed the trajectory of my life.
And in reality they won't, and they easily fall into the trap because they just want to fit in with everyone else. And they just choose to believe for a split second that that product can truly change their life, even though they know it won't. This is a trap that many people fall into, but they don't really do anything about it because they feel the need to fit in. Brands want to make you feel like you're missing out on an important experience. We need to recognize that this is a control issue for major companies.
Biggest news, Shein turns out to be a criminal organization and no one saw this coming. In case you don't know, RICO charges are usually against like big time criminals or freaking mafia or like gang members.
Big fast fashion companies clearly have lots of power, money, and lots of influence. Brands are demonstrating how they can control mass audiences. People spend the majority of their days on their phones, even sometimes while doing important tasks. The issue itself isn't consumption, but rather mass consumption. TikTok promotes terrible spending habits and plays it off in a humorous way.
consumption and shopping fast fashion isn't a major issue for me. It really is, quite honestly. I am the #1 Shein shopper probably, but I've realized that I need to ask myself questions like, do I really need this item? Will it benefit me in the long run? Or is this just another micro trend? And if I feel like any of those questions are left unanswered, or I'm just a little stumped on them, then I won't purchase the item, and I feel like others should do the same. Reflect on your own personal spending habits and make a change.